The Paris Olympic Games will be the 33rd Olympiad. That word, Olympiad, stems from the ancient Greek heritage of the Games, where the calendar marked time in 4-year increments. I recently traveled to Greece to visit the ruins at the Sanctuary of Olympia, where the ancient Greeks built the concept for what would become the largest sporting event on Earth.
The Greeks feel the Olympics as something which is very much tangibly theirs. It's part of their heritage.
Olympics were one of the few things that defined the parameters of what it meant to be Greek in ancient Greece.
It began in the 8th century BC as a religious festival honoring Zeus, the king of the gods. Here, they built the Temple of Zeus, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Off limits to visitors until the Olympics, when 40,000 Greeks gathered here.
It really was a sanctuary, and for most of its history, there was no permanent dwelling there during the rest of the 4-year Olympic cycle.
Approaching the stadium, and it's got a little arch, which is a little bit like the tunnel that modern stadiums have. And then you see this flat surface, which is the stadium in front of you.
The first 13 versions of the ancient Olympic Games consisted of one athletic event, a 200-yard sprint. It was called a stadion. Imagine all these hillsides completely packed with people. The athletes would take to the stone starting blocks at that end of the stadium, get set, and simply sprint from one end to the other.
There's no second or third place, so everybody is either a loser or the one winner. And the winner gets an olive crown. There was really no concept of a team sport in ancient Greece, in part because there was a pretty clear ideology that the reason that we're going to have a competition is to find out who is the best. In 391 AD, so-called pagan rituals like the Olympics were banned by the Roman emperor, and for 1,500 years, the Olympics paused. There really is no way in which you can have an Olympics in which you celebrate the athleticism without having it be associated with Zeus.
The Temple of Zeus was originally built with 104 columns. 15 are still standing today. This site remains a major source of Greek national pride. And the spirit of friendly competition that was born here from the original games endures today. Torches were lit here during the ancient games, spawning the modern Olympic flame. Back in April, the Olympic torch relay began here in Olympia, set to arrive at the Paris opening ceremony Friday.
It was the Greeks who had this idea that you could not only just light the flame, but have a relay from ancient Olympia, really underscoring that universal message of peace and friendship of peoples. These ancient symbols that in somehow inspire and unite us in our modern world. It's really something unique.
And our travels continue tomorrow on NBC4 after the opening ceremony tomorrow night. I'm going to take you to the home of the modern Olympic Games. It's about 180 miles away in Athens. And you'll learn how right from the start, the United States put its stamp on the Olympic movement in a unique way. We'll tell you that story tomorrow.
Very excited and interesting. It's just incredible to be, this was not like we planned, like we're going to send Jared to Greece.
That was not a sign.
And do this story, but it's really cool. I mean, you are always so interested in how things work and where they start and the process of it. So well done, great storytelling.
I appreciate that. The way that we grew up, being big fans of the Olympics anyway,
yeah.
It's incredibly interesting to find out how things came to be.
Absolutely.
And over the next couple of weeks, we'll all get a chance to appreciate it even more.
Looking forward to it.
All right, Dave, follow that.
At Athens, Greece, right? Not Athens, Ohio, right?
If it were Athens, Ohio, I would have been there.
That's right.
You're the athlete from Athens, Ohio.
Sure, yeah.
if you say so.
I'm more athletic than Barnes, I know that.
Ooh, he's not even in this part of the continent to defend himself. Come on.
He would agree.
Okay.